Hello all you Conan Exile fans out there, it's Granny Gamester back with another beginner's guide to Conan Exiles. Now I am playing on the PlayStation 4 single player, and in today's guide we're going to talk about the Library of Esoteric Artifacts. Yes, now you will find this in the unnamed city. Let me show you where that is on the map. It is right here, and I am in the archives. Now you've probably already been here because this is where you get your map. And there is the archivist over there. Now to his right, you'll see this bookcase that's just full of scrolls. And that's where we're going to go today. It can be missed. So yeah, what you want to do is go over to it. And it will ask you to press square to interact. And that will activate this library for you. And it's going to show up in your feeds. So let's go to our feeds. We want to scroll over to survivalist, and then we want to scroll all the way to the bottom, and you're going to see this little metal skull. Now I have all the artifacts already to show you, but you will have just a skull when you first start. Now you can make this little metal skull for decoration in the artisan's work table, but each one of these artifacts, a chance to get each one of these artifacts, is going to cost you a fragment of power. Yes, and it is a chance. You never know what you're going to get. You can come in here with 3 or 4 fragments of power, and you won't know what you're going to get until you actually get it. Now you get it in the form of a scroll, and there are 30 of these in all. And if you want to get all of them, the average attempts to learn all 30 is 120. Yeah. So it could cost you up to 120 fragments of power to try and get them all, but still it doesn't guarantee that you will. So in my inventory here, I have 11 fragments of power. So I'm going to go up to this and I'm going to press my square button, and it's automatically going to use a fragment of power out of my inventory. Now you could see that flashed really quickly. I didn't quite see what it was, but for this scroll I have a reinforced stool. So all you need to do now is press your square button to use this, and you will learn it. Now it tells me that I already have this feat, so of course it's not going to do it again. So we're just going to drop this. But you can do this as many times as you want to spend a fragment of power. So I can continue to do this. This is fast elevators. This is practice swords, fast elevators. Now you see I got a duplicate there. And that does happen. Yeah. So that's what makes it a pretty much a little gamble about what you're going to get. It could do a repeat. Yeah. But these are a lot of fun. Some of them are a must-have, like the taxidermy. So let's go back to base. I have these all set out so we can take a look at these and see exactly what we've got. So I'll meet you back at base. Okay, so here we are back at base, and I'm going to start with all the weapons that you can get in this library. And all of the weapons can be made either on the blacksmith bench or the improved blacksmith bench. But most of them are here in the improved blacksmith bench. So you can see them here. We've got a table leg. We've got the glacier. We have the dead leg and so on and so on in the spatula. Very, very fun and cool things. And I have them on me so I can kind of demonstrate what these look like. So let's try the battle spatula first. Now this is just plain fun, guys. Yeah, look at that. And it's not too bad with the damage. It has 51 damage, no armor pen, but it does have shield smash. And as you can see, whoops, let's pull it out here again. This is my R2, which is the heavy hit, and this is the L1. Yeah, very, very fun looking. Then we have the dead leg. Now the dead leg gives a health damage of 54, but an armor pen of 42. That is very good, and it causes sunder. So look at this thing. You know, if you've got a gruesome base going, yeah, arm all your thralls with these. And yourself. So this is the light attack. This is the heavy. Yeah. Oh, I'm just barely wheeling that thing. It is heavy. Yeah. It is so cool. It's so cool. And then we have the grave digger. Now this is a big shovel. This has reach, and it has 48 damage, and it has an armor pen at 8%. Not terrible, but as you can see, it does have quite the reach. It works more like a spear or a pike. This is the L2, the heavy, and this is the light. Now this also, in the Isle of Sipta, you can, when you get this, you can actually dig up graves with this. Yeah, and get special armors, etc., etc. I do not know if you can do that in the vanilla game. So far, I don't see it, but it may come out with 3.0. Who knows? So we'll see. And then we have Havoc and Malice. Now these are two axes, of course, and they have a health damage of 48, no armor pen, but they do cause bleed. Yeah. So let's take a look at these. And they do cause cripple as well, by the way. And again, these are dual wielding. So this is the light attack. This is the heavy attack. Yeah, these are nice. These are fun looking. A nice replacement for daggers. Yeah. And then we have the practice sword. Now the practice sword is just what it says. It only has a health damage of 15, but it has an armor pen of 20. It's not terrible. It causes cripple, but yeah, it's to practice. So there's the light attack. There's the heavy. It's just fun. That's all. Then we have the reinforced stool. So now I don't know why they call this a stool. It looks like it's actually broken off from a piece of a 3-leg stool maybe. But this has a health damage of 48, which is not terrible. It has an armor pen of 25%, and it causes shield smash and sunder. Yeah. So let's... Whoops, we got the wrong one here. So this is the light attack. This is the heavy. Not bad, not bad. Then we have the table leg. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is for a barroom brawl, guys. Yeah, that's the light attack. There's the heavy attack. It's got a nice smash. It works very much like the dead leg. And it has a health damage of 54 and an armor pen of 42. You know, that is really, really worth having just for the armor pen on it. And it does cause sunder as well. Yeah. So this is kind of a fun one. And then we have, I didn't put these on, so let's put these on. These are my favorite just because they're fun looking. So let's put on the Glasser. So if you take a good look at these are actually broken bottles. Yeah. So these have a health damage of 42 and an armor pen of 17%, and they cause bleed. Yeah. Yeah. As well as cripple, of course. So and look at how I carry these away. Just like daggers. Yeah. They're pretty cool. So let's take these out. This is the light attack. Just like daggers. Just like daggers. Yeah. So very fun to have. So let's put those away. And then we have the venom infused weapons. Yeah. Now, we have the daggers. We have a pike. We have a... Come on, you can do it. There we go. We have a sword. We have the two-handed sword. And then we have... Come on. It's showing it, but it's not showing it. We have the war axe. So let's take a look at those. This is the daggers. They're very, very nice looking daggers. Yeah. And they have a health damage of 33, an armor pen of 9. They cause bleed and poison. Yeah. So now there's that added bonus of poison on these weapons. Yeah. And this is the pike. These are just gorgeous looking, and this has a health damage of 38, armor pen of 4%, and of course it has reach. This is the sword. The sword is just awesome looking. Yeah, look at that. And that has a health damage of 38, an armor pen of 4. And then we have the two-handed sword. Look at that. That is, in my opinion, just absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. Yeah. If you were going with a armor that has been dyed, etc., yeah, you could really look awesome with this. And it's not bad. It has a health damage of 48 and armor pen 11, but again, it has that bonus of poison along with cripple. Yeah, yeah, pretty nice. And then we have the war axe, another beautiful weapon, as you can see. And that has a health damage of 41, and no armor pen, of course, but the bonus is poisoned, and it has shield smash. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the weapons, guys. They are awesome. They're fun. A lot of them are just plain fun. Yeah. So then we want to go on to placeables. Yeah, but before we do that, I want to show the fast elevator. Now that is one of the ones that you can get that I particularly like. So I'm going to show you just how fast this goes. If I can get this to work from down here. Yeah, I can. See how quickly that moves. Yeah. So I just put the horizontal here so you could really take a good look at it. This is a good one to get. And you will find this in your carpenter's bench. Let's just open this up here, and it will be right here. And it takes 30 steel bars, 8 shaped woods, and 10 twine to make. Yep, not too bad. Not too bad at all. And then we have colored candles as placeables. Now I put them in this little box just to make it a little darker so you could actually see the colors here. So we have cayenne, we have purple, we have red, we have green, and then we have a blue candle. Yeah, these are pretty nice for decorating. And you can make these at your artisan's bench. And then, of course, we have the decorative grindstone. Then we have the improved furnace kiln. Now this furnace kiln, I've demonstrated this before, but again, this is an all-around good furnace. The fuel burns longer, it works faster than others. So if you get this, by all means, use it. It is better than the basic, and it's an average. It averages out between the fast improved furnace and as far as using fuel and burning quickly. Yeah, it's worth having, in my opinion. Then we have the Kinscourge statue. That is very impressive. Yeah, a lot of really beautiful builds use this. Then we have the petrified egg, which again is nice and it's colorful. And then we have the serpent men statues. Yeah, and again, these are quite nice for decorating a more, severe look. Or if you're into the serpent man, the religion, that would be awesome for that. Then we have the standing signs for outside your stations. Yeah, this one is Alchemo, of course. This one is the blacksmith sign. And then these signs also hang on a wall. So you can hang these here. And you will find these in the artisan's table. So let's open this up. And you'll also find the candles in here, of course. All these placeables you will find in here. Here's your metal skull that you can make, your grinder. And then if we scroll down here, there are your statues, and here are all your signs that you can make. Yeah. So everything that I'm showing you here is a placeable is made at the artisan's bench. And then we have signs on where to go. Yeah. So let me show you how these work. So you can open this up with your square button. Then you want to hit your triangle button. And once you see that little bar, it's going to bring up this where you want to write in a message. I'm going to say hi and space, hi all. Whoops, that's not how you spell that, Granny. And then you want to hit your R2 for done. And then you want to hit your X button. And voila, there it is on my sign. It's pretty small, you can barely see it, but there it is. So that's how that's done. Then you also have directional signs that you can do the same thing with. This one I've had Gigi's Clan, so if you want to leave directions or on a path to your place, that's what you can do. Same thing, you open it up, you hit your triangle. That's going to let me change this if I want. When I'm done, hit R2, hit your X button, and yeah, there you go. So these are kind of fun to put out in the world. Then we have, the Throne of Skelos. Now, when you get up close to this throne, you can see what it does. Yeah, it kind of activates it and then it glows. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful, beautiful throne. Yeah, great addition. Now you can see I walk away and it's kind of fading out. But as I get closer, yeah, it's going to activate it. Very, very nice. And then, of course, one of my absolute favorites is the taxidermy, guys. Yeah, look at this. You can make all of these taxidermy animals. Now, these are just a few of my favorites. I can't tell you, there's a lot of them. But this is the king elk and the jaguar, of course. The tiger, he's just gorgeous. The bear. Yeah, all of these are a great addition to your base for inside decorating. Then we have, of course, the Yeti. Look at him. Yeah, he's pretty impressive. I like him a lot. Yeah, he's fun to have. And then we have some things that are functional. Now this, I have it in my inventory here, is the bindings of the dead. Now that is just like any other bindings for dragging your thralls. So let's put this on. And there they are. And you can see they have a wispy, glowing kind of look, like they're almost invisible. But these bindings will last a really, really long time. I have never worn one out, no. So that's a really nice one to get. Then we have the Essence of Rot. Yeah. Now this is pretty interesting. This, the Essence of Rot, once you get this, you're going to find it in your Firebowl cauldron. And it's going to be right here, and it's kind of expensive. It's going to cost you a fragment of power, 10 demon blood, 5 bone meal, and 10 alchemical base to make. But the nice thing about that is you only need to make one because they last a really long, long time. What you want to do is put this in your campfire, your large campfire, or your bonfire. You cannot put it in the stove, but you can put it in any campfire. And then put in any kind of meat along with wood. And just hit your L2 to burn. And look what it's doing. It's making putrid meat out of your meat quickly. So you don't have to wait for your meat to turn putrid. If you get one of those, just put it in your campfire and voila. You can make all the putrid meat you want and need. Yeah. So that's a really, really nice little bonus of this one if you get it. Yeah. Essence of Rot. And then we have the Skelos armor. And that's what I have on. So let me put the hood onto this. This is kind of fun looking. Whoops, this one. So let's take a look at this. As you can see, it has an armor value of 77, and this is the reinforced. There is another just plain one. And it has an armor value of 134 for the robe, 38 for the hand wraps, 96 for the skirt, and 38 for the sandals. And it gives you a bonus in survival. Yeah. So this is medium gear. but it's pretty nice. As you can see, I've got 2 bars in my cold, but I think it actually does better than that. Yeah. So this is good for cold weather. It's very cool looking. Yeah. Yeah. Again, if you're going for a more severe base, like with the Kin Scourge or, you know, even these guys, yeah, this would be a nice one to get. Yeah. Very nice. And then we have the Yogite Chosen Mask. And I will put that on so you can take a look at that. Yeah. This is kind of worrisome looking. Yeah, I don't like this mask at all. It functions like the other mask. It does protect you from the sandstorm and poison. So yeah, but that's another whole look altogether. It could be fun for some of you. And then last but not least, we have the Tablet of Power. Yeah, this a little beauty right here. Now these are going to become important to you once you turn level 60, because when you turn level 60, and I am, you will notice that I do not have all my feats. No, and I have no way to gain more feat points to do this. So you can see all of these that I do not have. Now these that have the little green triangle on them are DLCs, and those don't cost me anything to make. So those are just, you know, a given. But all these others, yeah, all these weapons, all this taxidermy, as you can see up in the right hand corner on the top, I only have 1 available feat point left. I've spent 496, and of course something like this is going to cost 3. So unless I reassigned all my feats and go through all that hassle, I'm not going to be able to open up any more of these unless I have the Tablet of Power. Yeah. And this Tablet of Power, I do believe, where can we make this? I think you make this right in your handcrafting inventory. So let's scroll down here. See if we can, yeah, and there it is. And it's going to cost me 5 fragments of power to make this tablet. Now, if you consume 1 fragment of power, you get 10 feat points. But if I make this tablet of power for 5 fragments of power, and I consume this, which I'm going to do, and you consume this by highlighting it and then pressing your square button, I've gained feat points. Now, if I scroll over to my feat points now look at how many I've got available on the right-hand side, top in the middle. Now I have 61 available feat points. Yeah, it gives you 60 feat points, but you do have to be a level 60 to be able to do this. Yeah. But it is a great boon. Yes, if you get that, that is a good catch in the archives. Absolutely. I am just going to take this off. This thing just looks terrible. Yeah. So yeah, there you have it, guys. The Library of Esoteric Artifacts. Yeah, there we are. All 30 of them. I would definitely do it. It's worth it. These things, some of these things are fun. The placeables are fun. The weapons are great. Yeah, there's nothing bad about it at all. And again, the taxidermy, I didn't even cover most of that. I can show you in the artisan's bench here just how many there are. If I scroll down here, yeah, look at all of those. You know, you've got a lion, you've got a spider, you've got, you know, everything. Shaleback, the whole 9 yards here. So, yeah, very fun, guys. So, I hope you like this. It's very interesting. This game is phenomenal. It just has so many little things that you can discover and find. And this is just one of them. And it's great. It's worth doing. So yeah, if you liked, give me that big old like. And if you would like to see more, just subscribe. And if you hit that little bell, you'll be notified when I post my next video. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, Gigi out.